and gentlemen, we want to introduce you to Mr. Marc Shyst. Who that?
Chopper City. Talk to him. She just said that.
Who that?
She be looking so sweet, she ahead of her class, she had a degree, her attitude on smash, and her game on fleek. When she get to the bag, shawty up on her feet. It ain't nobody but me, they got your body on me. We do a feature every night, we going straight to the sea. My shawty nasty clean, but she gets so dirty. She go around and round with me, never tapping her. That's my baby. A lady in the street, you a freak in the sheets. Quiet outside, that's my baby. We can do it on the low, keep it discreet. Ooh, you're so nasty, girl. Just like nasty, girl. You're so nasty, so nasty, girl. You're so nasty, so nasty, girl. You're so nasty. She like abs and cups. She gon' act as though she open up. She a freak, I love her free. She the female version of me. I got my hands in your head, I keep my tongue in your throat. I got her coming back for more, she love the way that I stroke. I got her on the home, she got her feet on the leg. Got a good head on the shoulder, she do it with no hands. That's my babe, a lady in the street. That's my shit, quiet outside, don't settle nobody. Discreet. I like this. You're so nasty. You're so nasty. You're so nasty. Girl, you're so nasty. Girl, you're so nasty. And you just like me.
Guys, we want to actually shout out everyone live right now with us. We want to give a shout out to our guest in the building. This is Marc Shyst, and of course my name is Double B, and Miss
I'm Ladybug, and I'm just blown away.
in the building. All right. I don't want to say she's. I don't want to say she's nasty.
No, I'm not.
Okay?
I'm hot. But I like that shit. I like that shit.
Oh my goodness.
Boy.
All right. So not only is he an entertainer, however, he is more than just that. We have actor. We have community activist. We have business owner. We have creator. We have entrepreneur. All right. So I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on.
Look, Mark, I've been looking at your website.
Yeah.
You got a six-pack.
Yeah.
Wait, what you say? He got a
Six-pack.
A what?
Six.
6?
1, 2, 3, 6 set of muscles.
He got shots and fuck up.
I got a overflow. Are you a vegan? Because I want to do what you do, because I want what you have right now.
Nah, I'm not a vegan. You know, right now I probably work out like 6 out of 7 days.
What you do? Crunches? What you
I do crunches. I do. I've been attacking legs and back lately.
What?
Yeah, chest and arms are easy. So I've been targeting legs and back. Legs and back been doing me justice.
You know, when you say legs and back, I see Ladybug doing a dance. The legs and back dance.
And I think
What's the
Discreet.
legs and back dance?
What's the legs and back dance?
Gotta get you some ass, Ladybug. Gotta get you some ass.
Gotta get us some abs.
I had bad form, brother.
Yeah.
How's your form, brother? I had bad form. Poor form.
And it's all about technique in your form. So.
Oh, what the? Okay.
The song Discreet,
Yeah.
right? Who's featured on that song, if anybody?
Strictly Marc Shyst.
All right, strictly. So the background vocals is you.
Background vocals is me.
The ad-libs is you.
Ad-libs is me.
The main vocals is you.
Main vocals is me.
How about the rap, brother?
The rap is me. The
God,
guy who's
Oh,
rapping.
there was a rap. There was a rap on it. They were like, holla. Don't make me rap that shit.
Come on now.
Nah, they don't make me rap that shit.
Yeah.
The rap?
They don't eat rap.
Okay, can you tell us who the engineer is?
A guy by the name of.
Hold up a second. I'm glad he said it wasn't him.
No.
Okay? Okay?
I recorded it.
Nigga, how many hats?
He's like, I recorded it, I filmed it, I did all this, I did all that.
Holy.
All right, who's the engineer?
A great producer by the name of Mello Imes.
Yeah.
Mello is a young producer out of Washington, D.C. I've known him since he was like 15, 16, known him over 10 years. and he's an R&B writer and producer, and I actually just collabed with him and decided I wanted to go into another lane of expression.
All right, did he produce this track?
Yeah, he produced the track.
This Discreet track, the Discreet track we just opened up with? Okay, and how old did you say he was?
Mello probably like he's in his mid-20s now.
He's good. Okay, okay, Mello. Okay, you kept it mellow, but you kept it real funky.
I actually went in when I laid Discreet, no pen and pad, like R&B music. I don't have to sit and write. If you let me in that booth.
Wait, you know what? Let's retract a little bit. Let's backtrack. Because don't nobody know shit about what's going on until we tell them about what's happening. Okay? So we just intro with a song called Discreet, and it's by this artist here called Marc Shyst. However, when you look at him, all right, we ain't gonna tell him to show the six pack. Did I hit your chin?
Are you okay? You can touch
okay,
it. You can touch it. It's okay.
It's okay. Serious dude here.
It ain't gorilla glue.
That's real. He's stuck on his chin forever.
Nigga, did you put gorilla glue on it?
No, that's what I just said. Ain't no gorilla glue.
I just want to check with you, brother.
All right.
Okay.
So if you guys don't know, what we have here is an artist, an entertainer that we introed with. However, if you guys don't know him personally, his name is Marc Shyst. He's now telling us not only is he entertainer, a published author, but he is also a singer.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, I sing as well.
Yeah, because that Discreet song that we heard, first of all, we just want to let you guys know it is featured on our website, iAS livemusicreview.com. Left the gate open.
Who left it open? And like you said, to clear it up, I am initially I'm a rapper, a hardcore rapper. I wouldn't say I'm gonna say gangster rapper. I talk that talk, you understand? Coming from my element. So music has transitions to a lot of harmonizing right now, and it's not that I follow a trend, but you definitely have to keep up with the change in the wave of music.
What the people like.
What the people like,
what the people like.
What's in. So I did a few songs throughout my trial and error of just creating songs, and my vocals is solid. My vocals is solid, and I also, like you said, one of the things I just wanted to test the waters, and I will tell everybody that that Discreet song is only available on you guys' platform.
Hold on, holla!
It's
Exclusive. Exclusive.
You can't find it nowhere else. If you want to listen to it, you want to get it, you got to go to iAS.
All right, so here's the deal, and I'm not going to lie, because you know what? Give a shout out to our audience members. Make some noise, audience members.
Let's go, Mark.
Yeah, y'all special.
That's how you know they in the building. Because if I just say audience member, y'all be like, you're right, nigga. Ain't nobody in that bitch. Ain't nobody in that motherfucker. Ain't nobody there. Can y'all give a shout out one more time, audience members?
I love y'all.
No cap.
It's the no cap that does it for me. It's the no cap. It's the no cap. Is that the Atlas? It's the ground, nigga. If you don't know who she is, this is Ladybugg, ladies and gentlemen. She got so now that we're knowing it's the first and we have this exclusive song from you, what challenged you to come up with something or hit your audience with singing as opposed to rhyming?
Just wanted to expand and stretch the boundaries of actually connecting with my audience. R&B for me is a beautiful place of creativity because it's love. Because what I found is being my street nature and connecting and being in relationships, I'm in tune with my emotions and my feelings enough that I can express love in a beautiful way. That it's easy for me, and it's a different emotion than rapping for me.
All right, so quick question. So, can we find other singing songs on your website?
No, not yet.
Okay,
Not yet.
all right. So
Not
all
yet.
these different emotions and shit that you feeling, and all this shit that you
Not
like. Oh my God, I can. You know, I'm giving you this ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. Why can't we find it on the website right now?
I'm actually was containing it and holding it to present it in a YouTube series.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we fuck it up?
No, you did. We introducing it. We walking it.
Okay.
We made a left turn.
Mark.
Hey, I can't with her right now.
So initially, I held the music because I'm working on what the treatment is being worked on right now for a TV series.
You go on the eastern coast here in the United States. It is 5:01 p.m. All right. You guys but you should tune into us on our website, which is iaslivemusicreview.com.
Yeah.
We have this artist. His name is Marc Shyst.
Yeah.
His song "Discreet" is actually on our website,
Check it out.
on our playlist. Spotify playlist, independent artist playlist, okay? And it's a song that was submitted from, not, you know what, can I give a shout out to C Styles?
Yeah.
All right. Forget it all. Okay, Mark. Besides music, what are you doing?
Right now, I'm spending about 90 to 95% of my time acting.
Acting.
Yeah.
Golly, God, how many jobs you got, nigga?
I recently just did some background work for the BMF series produced by 50 Cent.
Okay.
Did some background work for that. I got.
Can we give a round of applause?
Yeah.
Did you meet Curtis?
Curtis wasn't dead. Curtis wasn't dead, but I actually met Wood Harris,
Okay.
Lala, Cash Doll is starring in it.
Okay.
And Tasha is directing it.
Wow.
Okay.
So
And what is your role?
Also, Big Meech's son. Big Meech's son is playing him. It's the Black BMF series. Is about the Black Mafia.
Okay. And where is it gonna air?
On Stars.
On Stars.
Yeah, my role was
It's legit.
I was the guest of a guy called Big Pat, which was an OG to Big Meech at the time. So I was a pimped out guest in the 80s. I had a nice suit on. I had a long fur on with a.
What color was the fur? Because he was like, it was a long
fur.
fur.
The fur was brown. I was on my pimp thing. So yeah, the scene I actually was working was a rendition of the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But outside of that, I got 3 other films I'm involved with. One in Atlanta called Mars Nest, where I play a street guy who's just coming home involved in the drug game. I play in a film called He Said He Wouldn't Do It Again about domestic violence. I play a detective shooting in Baltimore.
No, Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Get it right.
Baltimore.
City.
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I also am filming in a film called District of Columbia High, where I play a guidance counselor. Yeah, so those are the films. Simultaneously, I'm working on all of these films at the same time because in the filming business, some things are in schedules, and you might not necessarily be filming all at once. So it's working out in my schedule, and I'm able to maintain my projects and keep busy.
All right, so I definitely want to give our viewers and our listeners and our followers some tips and some insight to how they can do what you're doing.
Well, one thing you can do is always be respectful to people and introduce yourself and ask what they do and let them know what you do, and always ask if there's any opportunity. I definitely, a lot of people ask me how I'm getting in all these films, and I tell them just building relationships with people over time. And honestly, just like I said, treating people with equality, and because honestly, in my path of life, the people in power are so humble that they'll be in your presence and they won't say who they are. If you ask them who they are, they'll tell you.
All right.
I'll stop right there.
No. I don't wanna,
Right. Big facts. I'm giving you something.
No. I don't want to cut you off.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that one, he's saying, be humble,
Yeah.
be available,
Right.
be open.
Yeah.
Don't be a sucker.
Sucker MC.
Sucker MC.
Shit, I just had a
Don't be that.
Okay, don't want to be that.
So you want to be open, you want to be available, you want to be humble, but don't be a sucker MC.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay? So with that said, when you're on set, you're not talking shit about the actors and
No.
everyone else that's on set, right?
No, you definitely, you're definitely your conduct is very important too, because it sets how you handle
tone.
yourself and your tone, and then how you deal with people. You don't want to be confrontational. You know, you want to leave your attitude at the door. And honestly, one thing I will say is be accountable to your time, because when you gotta be somewhere at 9 a.m. and you not there, the flight moves on, the train leaves, and production starts, and people's time is important. So
Yeah, but what about CP time? Color people
no,
time.
that's gonna have you looking at this TV screen. You won't be on it. You're gonna be watching it. You're gonna be watching it because everybody else.
Color people time is when you binge up. When you binge in on your own time.
Set time is at 5. Color people show up. Here we go. Okay, you influence. I don't want to say the person's name, but if you look at the head wrap, you know who we talking about.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tupac.
Rest in peace.
One of the greatest. R.I.P.
The greatest.
Okay, wow. So why, explain to the people right now, you wrote the Tupac Code?
I wrote the book, The Tupac Code, written by Marc Shyst. It's available. It's self-published.
Nigga, write it too.
Um,
I feel bad.
The Tupac Code is basically the outline of Tupac's sacrifice for life to influence the next generation, which he influenced me. I don't idolize Tupac. That's my brother. So I
Wait a minute, so you ain't got the
Is it
tattoo?
Nah.
Don't show.
Tattoo?
Don't
You
show.
ain't got that.
The
You ain't got the
tattoos was a creative form of expression
Okay.
to show the simulation of the same spirit as Pac. I would put it that way. Tupac is my brother in spirit.
Okay.
Biblically, I'll say he like John the Baptist,
Right.
and Jesus was, just of the same nature, same message, different time span.
Okay.
So Tupac led the generation before. I'm just here to connect the dots to ancestry, because with the new generation of music, it's easy to forget about who led us there.
Okay.
So I won't, in my career, I won't always be referring to Tupac. I'm doing it, I'm doing it in my time span.
Okay.
But Marc Shyst as a man has his own path. My job and my duty is to do everything Pac couldn't do. Because God bless his soul.
Hallelujah.
God bless his soul in his untimely death. He wasn't able to manifest into maturity to do certain things that I picked that torch up and I'm running with it.
Because in your book, you kind of parallel your life experience with
Right,
Tupac.
but what I do in the book is I give you an outline on a young man who through hip hop actually was influenced and took the opportunity to commit himself to this dream. And in that commitment, you will lose yourself. You'll see your dreams come true, but it's almost like walking on water. You have to have faith. Doors were open.
Preach.
Doors were shut.
Hallelujah.
Then you'll find yourself in a place of confusion if you're not strong enough to understand your purpose. And the book is really the outline to help the next generation of artists commit themselves fully on who they are. Because and throughout me being a rap artist, it was a time where you might feel like a dope boy, and negative stuff is what you have to be. That's not who you have to be. You have to be a leader and a leader in your community and be a person. I really did. It was a time in my life where having a job or working a regular, you living in a fantasy world. You feel like that's not what you're going to do, but that's everything you have to do in order to influence people. You have to influence the people that go to work every day, the mothers, the fathers, the people who are going through stuff. So the Tupac Code outlines that. Outlines how my trial and error I found who Marc Shyst is. Marc Shyst is a community activist, a philanthropist. My life is a sacrifice to make things better while I'm here. So that's what the book outlines. It doesn't give any detail on Tupac's life at all.
Amen.
It gives detail on my life and how he influenced me and how doors open.
Ooh.
That only God can open those doors. I don't take no credit.
So for someone who doesn't know Tupac, for someone who doesn't know Marc Shyst, for someone who doesn't know how to read.
Dig up right. Hello, you're right.
Hooked on phonics.
No,
It's not funny.
it's
though.
not fucking funny.
It's
It's not funny.
It's not.
No, for
I'm
real.
just being
Because
real.
there's a lot of dudes out here that do not know, dudes and
Kelly.
people.
I didn't want to say, but
People.
okay,
Female, male, whatever. They do not know how to read.
Yeah.
So for those who don't, how are you reaching out to them and to the people with your, how do you say, that fire that you have in you to ignite those others that are not as willing to retract a little bit. And we're talking about you as a publisher, you as an author who's published. Let's talk about that and let's retract a little bit. And now let's talk to the people about how that happened and why that happened.
It happened during my time of isolation to get it done.
When you say isolation,
Being incarcerated, through just going through.
were you in a box?
In a box.
Meaning 23 and 1?
No, not 23 and 1. I was always in general population.
Okay.
So, but just during my times of short times and different time phases of my life, putting this book together, I became an influencer of writers. Even incarcerated people would see what I was doing and they would be like, they want to. So
were you incarcerated and that inspired you to write?
No, I actually started writing a book outside of being incarcerated.
Before you were incarcerated?
Yeah, but being incarcerated gave me the time to write it.
To be still.
To inspiring artists and entrepreneurs and creatives who see that they want something else, they just don't know how to get there and how to do it. And if they have an idea of how to, they're just like, well, I did this, I did that, and that ain't working, so now what? Where do I turn to next? So that's what we're kind of building on and what we're talking about here. So with that said, and let's just fast forward a little bit, because we didn't hear about the incarceration throughout the majority of the interview. However, we now understand that it had some hand in, how do you say, propelling
I was
your
catapulting.
Catapulting. Okay.
Catapulting to who you are today.
Right, exactly.
Because you got we know with women with bachelors and masters and all the doctorates and all those letters behind your name, but come on, actor, author, songwriter, political activist, creative passion.
Yes.
Look.
Absolutely.
So outside
who you are.
So outside of the walls and outside of that, and now that we know what inspired, can you give some of the artists, because most of our viewers are artists.
Yeah.
Most of our viewers are creatives who are attempting to just get to that next level, however it may be. And we try to stress to them that you don't have to be a sellout.
Or suck MC.
Or a sucker MC to get to that next level.
Yeah.
And you've been doing that with your own accord, with your own devices, testimony and your own means. So how did you get into any of the movies, any of the films that you've been featured in?
Networking.
What does that mean?
Networking, meeting people, and
meeting people,
introducing and giving them, letting them know what I do and what I'm looking to do, and any opportunities that they have. And just like you said, I transitioned into using the gift that I have to pursue positive and go to the future that I wanted. And once I did that, that's how I have all these hats that I do. Because with anything is if you shoot 5 arrows, one will hit. I transitioned, and that's how I got into acting. Acting to me was just another extension of my creative ability to create. People, you know, what's messed up is that right now people, I'm a great actor, and people wonder, am I acting? But I'm very, you know, sometimes I act like I care, right? I act like I don't want to knock over some tables at McDonald's. But so acting to me is just emotionally connecting with your emotions and expressing it through emotion. It's not as easy as most people think. You really have to be, you know, it's a craft that you have to hone in on, and you have to, it's a muscle. You got to exercise, you got to practice. Don't take it serious. If you take some classes, improvs, you just don't run into it. You can run into it with your gift, but you definitely have to sharpen your sword in order to get to the level that you're looking to get to.
For $2?
Yeah.
Okay, and 2 fries for $2. That's $4, brother.
Yeah.
What you got for me, bro?
I'm sorry, man. We don't have that promotion anymore. We only have one hamburger.
Yeah. But that's not what son said, bro. Yo, host, that's not how son said.
I understand, man. That sale is gone. Now we don't have that no more.
What you got now? Yeah, you know. Because all I got is $4.
All you got is $4.
That's all I got. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's
Man.
all. And I expected the 2 cheeseburgers and 2 fries. $4. What you got for me, ho?
Well, man, what I can do for you is...
You gonna call the manager?
No, I'm not calling. I'm gonna deal with you precisely right here. Now, what I can do for you is, for that $4, I can get you 2 hamburgers, a French fry.
Yeah.
And if you don't say nothing, I can slap
Yeah.
you.
You don't say that. Well, okay.
That's even what I do. Tell the iAS audience, you know I'm a fool, about your community endeavors. Because I watched one of your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, BLM, strong.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
One of the things I'm proud to be a part of right now within the last 2 weeks, because of my work that I've done in Washington, D.C. with workforce development in Ward 8. Ward 8 is a underserved community in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is broken up into wards, such as New York is broken into boroughs, it's broken into wards. Ward 8 is one of the most underserved communities.
Is it in the South Side?
It's in Southeast.
Baby.
I am on the board, an advisor at this point on the board of putting together it's a plan. It's already put together, but I'm just an enforcer at the table. It's called a Ward 8 Community Economic Development Plan. And in that plan, it's focus points of workforce development, small business administration, healthcare, to give the citizens of the community services so they can be active and they can be positive citizens to rebuild our communities with small business, workforce development, like I said, and provide jobs and provide the information to help our citizens be better. So I'm involved with that. It launches February 26th. You can Google Ward 8 Community Economic Development Plan. You can Google it, you can search it. It's a live movement, and we're just looking to build a community, and not only in Washington, D.C. with this platform, to reach out outside of Washington, D.C. and to move accordingly the same way to help manifest positivity in our underserved community. So I'm very proud to be a part of that. And like I said, I use my platform with acting, music, as an author. I use that platform to influence, to push not only just young men, but all men and women that need that inspiration in a positive direction.
So can I add another notch under your belt?
Yeah.
Devin, are you running for office now? Are you gonna just throw the hat in? What do you think about that?
After this platform, running for a office may be, and I think honestly,
Marc Shyst.
as community leaders, we need to be in office. We need to be councilmen. We need to be in the Senate.
That's right.
We need to be sheriff.
We need representation. No taxation without representation.
We need to be lawyers.
Yeah.
We need to be the lawyers. We need to be police officers. We need to be everything to control our own environment.
Amen.
I'm grateful that one of the things that I'm working on is being grateful, right, and thankful for the opportunities and the doors, because to me every door open is it's a pathway to your success and to reach your goals. So as I'm walking up to this building, I see my own movie, it's like you go through these portals of good people that have platforms, no matter where, when, and why, and I'm accountable. Like Ms. Harris is a very motivation that she sees and believes in. My conversations with you guys' organization is upliftment, and I prepared all my life to be in this moment.
I got one burning question for you, brother.
Sure.
Do you want to be a celebrity or do you want to be celebrated? Hallelujah.
Message.
I would say celebrated.
All right now.
Because in my faults, you know, I can lead by my mistakes of doing, making the wrong decisions, that I can help make the right decisions. I don't want nobody to idolize me. I can only lead you to my Lord and Savior. I can only lead you to a higher power.
For some, their Lord and Savior is type demonish.
Yeah. Bell, Satan. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
Christ is
respect what you see. That's all we're saying at this moment. Okay. So go ahead. Let me not interrupt.
So I wouldn't, you know, and sometimes celebrities can be put on stools where there is idol, you know, it is idol things, and people worship them. And my aim is to use my talents and gifts God give me to inspire and motivate. Money is needed to build bridges and put structures in place. So I work hard, not for money, but I work hard because I'm just a servant. Everything I do, I serve. In acting, I serve. In my paint company, I serve. Being a community activist, I serve. So I'm just a servant, and at the end of the day, God provides. You know, He provides enough for me to do what I need to do what needs to be done for me to get the job done. And peace and time and sitting still is important to me right now. Like even in my hotel, I take a short amount of time just to connect with Him always, to figure out where I'm at and how to, and that's important in my spirituality, is to embrace the moment and without walking too far ahead of Him, and let Him lead, because He preps me for every situation. In my life, when I get off track and I start doing things my way, I get lost. To mature in spirit is to submit and to know that sometimes we just think, okay, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna win at it, but I'm not in control of the doors. He's in control of the doors. And me and Styles talk about it. Listen, one thing about it, even in Washington, D.C., I'm on the phone with New York every day. Every day I'm on the phone with New York. New York to me is the mecca of the energy of hip-hop.
The mecca of the energy of hip-hop. New York. New York. Go ahead.
And out of respect, like I said, you go through those portals of respect. You connect with your ancestry about who's who, what's what. So C Styles on a daily, me and him working, we put God before anything we do. Things happen and we talk about it, we manifest things, and the doors open. We give God the glory for Him. We don't accept, we don't think it's us. We only servants, but in faith, things are happening that we just proud of, and sometimes I can only just give credit to God for opening those doors.
So we definitely give credit to the Creator. We give credit to the Almighty. We give credit to those who are by your side, behind you, and on your team, who are helping to propel your movement. With everything that you're doing, with everything that you're aspiring to do, with everything that you're working towards. He speaks like a servant. He speaks like a servant. But for those who don't understand the language, because there are plenty that do not understand that.
Non-believers.
They don't even care about it. They don't even care about it. But they do want something to grasp hold onto. They do want something to say, you know what, I did take something away from that. I don't speak that language, but I did understand some of the body movement or some of the body language that they were speaking. So as far as acting and the music and the entertainment and everything that involves that, can you give our viewers a tip, a solid tip, that they can grasp onto and start climbing that net, or start climbing that tree, start climbing that branch, climbing those steps, taking the first step, climbing that ladder? So you've been prominent in acting, whether it be background extras or anything of that sort. How can one of our viewers attain that?
Research and read.
They're not reading nothing.
Okay. I'm giving. Okay, that tip is.
They're not reading shit.
No, that's okay.
That tip is the next level before this. Acquire information about those in the field. Ask them if you know somebody who ask them
Bridging
what
that
did
gap.
they do to get to that point. Listen more than you speak, and be willing to serve. And when I say serve, I mean submit to your goals and your aspirations to help somebody maybe in that field, right? Background work, trust me, any actor that's at the top of their level,
Did it.
they did it. When I just was on set, I sat there and I watched all of these A-list actors and actresses around me, and I was so proud to be serving. And it was a 14-hour day.
You said 14 hours. Into
Trust me.
14 hours. Don't wake up at 10 and thinking you're gonna have a full day to. No.
All of the
it's 14 hours.
All of the actors was there, 14 just as well. Background, and you know. So when I say serve, I don't mean
Be a slave.
be a slave or kiss nobody, ass. I mean help somebody, and then helping somebody else, that you'll receive help. If you are a rapper and you're looking to get to a certain level, maybe work on somebody's promotional team, maybe work on like internet marketing with another record label. If you want to act, meet some actors that have been involved with stuff and keep them in your network. And keep the network of people that you are looking to be, maneuver to get in their circles and be around positive people, and you'll see the outcome of change. Hustling doesn't mean doing nothing negative.
That's right.
But hustle to positive, work your job, work your craft, work your creativity. Get some rest, but sleep when you go to the afterlife. Rest yourself though.
Right.
Okay.
But do everything you can while you got life in your body to better yourself. I know but I'm telling you, reading on my craft. If you don't know how to read, start somewhere short and
Hey,
small.
wait, hold up. How you just gonna put that on me? Like,
No,
I know
I'm just
she
saying.
said y'all niggas don't know how to read.
She told
Nah, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, that's not what I said.
I got my audio book coming up. I'm dropping the audio book, so you can't read my book.
How many hits?
You
That's
can't
another
get the
hat, man.
audio book.
That's
You have to
good.
expand your mind.
Wikipedia.
If you stuck somewhere, and you stuck because you don't have the information
That's
to
right.
make the next move.
Right.
Fill yourself with information to make your next move your best move, and network and use platforms like iAS that are here to help.
Alright, can you tell them where to find you?
Yeah.
Where can they find
You
you?
can find me at my website, www.marcsyst.com. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, on Facebook, and on my website. You can always through my website you can pull me up. You can send me an email.
Can we think about what this? This was church today.
This was church today. I'm telling you. I'm your host, Double B. We got Miss Ladybugg in the building. Of course, we got Marc Shyst in the building. And of course, none other than C-Style.